listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
Well, here we are again, because, of course, this is where it had to be again. For the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Boston Bruins, it almost felt inevitable. I even predicted Leafs in 7 as a joke, because that would be the most painful thing. And now here it is, and they're back in TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts for Game 7. The last team to deal with the first round over in the Eastern Conference. Somehow the Golden Knights survived and got one over on Dallas 2-0. Like, Ottinger had done fantastic for the Stars all through that game. He only let that in because it was essentially shot through the human shield in front of him. So I'm not going to get down on Ottinger for any part of that. Oh, hey, look, it's Austin Matthews. Oh, I'm doing good, Luke. I also see MKI, True North, William, and Leif. I hope you're all doing well this evening. And anybody else who's just outside and paying attention, welcome. So we're hanging out for this, I hesitate to call it hockey game, but feels somewhat like spiritual self-flagellation. But at least we will have bingo. And I do have a link for bingo, just need to bring it up real quick. Oh, damn it, I closed it. Hang on. Give me a moment, I'm just going to quickly remake the bingo cards. So for those of you who haven't been here before, this is something that we like to do, is play bingo with the games, because sometimes the fun doesn't really live up to the expectations, but we can count on sometimes a very set number of things to happen. Sometimes even more awesome, rarer things happen. We try to keep track of them all on bingo boards. And even if our team doesn't win, at least somebody can be a winner with a bingo. We got a couple in the baseball game earlier today between the Yankees and the Tigers. So even though had to stomach a Yankees victory, we did get a few bingos, and I am fine with that. And yeah, we'll definitely make that the free space. Yeah. Yep, True North. Yeah, for all, go Leafs go. Do it for all the ones who haven't had a chance to hoist Lord Stanley's Cup, who retired without ever getting to lift one properly. Like, for example, the finest player to ever skate for the Toronto Bay Leaves. Billy Semhavalichki. Yep. R.I.P. John Candy. I am so glad that this arrived in time for this series. I really am. It is going to make the entire next 3 odd hours very much worth it. All right, I will get you up to card number 22. All right, got you, Luke. Thank you. Might as well draw a card for myself. This this kind of feels like an easy bingo. Okay. I get the free space, but all I need is an odd man rush for this game. Considering Toronto, easy to think of. Puck over the glass, a rare event, and more away shots. And I can very easily see Toronto outshooting Boston, win or lose. I have got card number 2. Now, once again, want to get an idea of what I'm talking about. I'll get over to the proper page in just a moment. Damn it, I thought I had this ready. Apparently I didn't. Oh, there we go. So when we say bingo, we really do mean bingo. These are some of the things that we could hit at any point during the game. Some of them are a little intentionally vague. Some of them are surprisingly specific. And of course, a couple of special spots that I'll point out as we go along. We're still waiting for Puck Drop to start. They're doing on-ice interviews with one of the players. Deep hurting, as in the game gets really painful to watch for either one fan base or everybody. Mangy Scott skit, that is if Brad Marchand scores a goal. And simply bench minor if either team gets a bench minor throughout this game. For whatever reason, if it's a coach yelling, if it's too many players on the ice, whatever. And True North has bravely decided to take card 30. We appreciate your service. Meanwhile, this is one of those rare games over here in the U.S., or at least in this region, that is being broadcast on over-the-air ABC, or technically over-the-air ABC, depending on where you live. It can be difficult to actually get signals over the air. Topography is a bitch. Yeah, this is just all the possible spots right now. I'm gonna take it away and switch it up to the live list, which will be updated as the game goes on. Not running all the time, but hopefully enough that I can just click it into existence and It's it's just so much easier for everyone. Why? Like, what exactly? What exactly did happen to Joseph Woll? Like, is there a specific play that anybody is pointing to from one of the last games where he might have gotten injured, or is this just aggravation of an old injury? The other Toronto Argo owners were Wayne Gretzky and convicted felon Bruce McNall. Fantastic. Hmm. Yeah. I just know it's around here somewhere, usually. Yeah, before we begin, a big thank you, as always, to our sponsor for every Thursday night hockey game that we've done here on Another Stupid Sports Show and still supporting us throughout the NHL playoffs. The Home Depot, the leading North American hardware store and home improvement retailer, serving the least shameful parts of the continent to over 200 locations and now open in Assumption, Illinois. Thank you again for your support. Oh wow, PK Subban going on. He is trying to get the Boston fans fired up, and I'm not sure if it's working. Uh, Last I saw, it was delayed. MKI. I assume getting hit by the same weather pattern that we were between the end of the last stream and the beginning of this one. Oh, Angie has been fed. Believe me. I believe weather. Let me reload my sports ticker. I still have it listed as delayed on mine. So I do not know what to tell you. All right, well, we've got more time going. Other scores: the Twins beat the Red Sox 3-1. Cubs able to hang on against the Brewers 6-5. Didn't even go into extra innings. Blue Jays over the Nationals 6-3. Pirates beat the Rockies 1-0. Athletics are currently blanking the Mariners in the third inning 2-0. Phillies over the Giants 9-0 in the bottom of the end of the second. Whoa. Guardians smacking the Angels 7-1. That game in the bottom of the eighth. Rangers blanking the Royals 7-0 right now. Meanwhile, Orioles lead the Reds 2-0, and the Mets and Rays are tied at 1 in the bottom of the fourth. Never change, baseball. Never change. So I'm looking ahead at the upcoming NBA playoff games. William, would you be concerned at all about me jinxing the Thunder if I decided to stream the game? Okay. Cool. Just making sure. Didn't want to set off any alarm bells in your head or anything. No, I think honestly, umpires have a don't have a don't have a deep, knowledgeable connection with the strike zones. It's more of the sort of in passing relationship, like I don't know, getting crop dusted in a restaurant or something. Oh God, it's Sheldon Keefe doing his big pregame speech. And the inside of TD Garden, everybody getting lined up. Hats off, eyes up. Stare at the flag and applaud when necessary. Oh yeah, 9:30 is gonna be rough, but to see how this Thunder team handles itself in the playoffs, I think it'll be worth it. All right, thankfully that one's saved. Yes, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Go Bay Leaves. And the very polite applause for further rendition of Oh Canada. Let me see, is that? Yep, that's Jeremy Swayman. All right, so Swayman with a 2.53 goals against average. Meanwhile, Ilya Samsonov last listed with the 3.13. I think that's where it still stands at this moment. Yep. Yep, still 3.13. All right. So now we have our under and our over for each goalie. No kidding. Oh, that's kind of cool. I hope she enjoyed the game. And there he is, Brad Marchand. Oh my goodness, Ilya Samsonov is guarding the cage for. Oh. Welcome back, Logan. I've got you down for card number 1. Oh man, they haven't even started on my end, True North. And there he be, Austin Matthews on the bench. And there we go. Bruins will eventually gain control of it off the faceoff. There's a lost stick already on the ice. A decent hit on the first bit of forecheck, and icing. Damn. Yeah, it's the Giza 5-hole guy. Meanwhile, halftime in Denver. I think Nuggets 44, and the Timberwolves only 4 pence. Wow. That's a big difference. 40. That one deflected behind the boards, flipped around again, trying to bring up space in the defense. Pushing it into the corner now, gets rescued, but Pasternak throws it back again. Now they have to try to fight along the far boards. Tavares is struggling to clear, and the Bruins have to clear it themselves strictly to try to keep possession for a few extra seconds. Samsonov will dish it back out, and up the near side it goes, a little bit far for its target, so they try to rush it ahead. And, well, at least they had to wait, Paul. They had to wait for the blue line to be clear. The Bruins were able to pitch it forward. Oh, boy. And we have another deflection and interception, but not sure why we're having the stoppage in play there, but it's just a stoppage. Cool. Nothing. They are not saying anything specific other than it might have happened on the goal that he gave up at the end. Oh yeah, I remember the Michael Winslow. I just like to think of him as a comedic beatboxer. Matthews looking in the corner. Now it's getting cycled around. Blocked well in front. A chase ahead. And Liljegren, it nearly got thrown in just wide on the second attempt. All right, there's a start. Oh, I hope he has put the hammer down at this point. All right, here come the Leafs. Get just ahead off the blue line, and then Bruins take it right over after the initial shot does not work. Can't get it through the neutral zone, however, and just like that, they're back at it. That one gets snapped wide, saved at the blue line, however. And I believe that is, Lebout. Oh, number 46, whoever that is, was going for it. Bruins have claimed it again. Can't get through the initial pass in the neutral zone. Leafs take it right back. And there's Willie. Skating like mad. Tavares spins around behind the goal, trying to set up Nyes. And he will spin around in the corner. Riley bounces it behind for Tavares, trying on the wraparound. He goes for it again. Bruins have to sweep it into the corner for safety's sake. However, they cannot get it out. Again, Willie will unfortunately give it away on that pass, but Pasternak just as quickly is trying to increase the pressure on Ilya Samsonov, but the Leafs are doing a great job of keeping the zone relatively free of action, and Pasternak gets level behind the goal line. All right. Negotiations are intensifying in the trapezoid. Bruins try to bat out to the far side, but it gets knocked back into the stick of Tavares, who will loft it out and clear. Nice turnaround, but as a save by Samsonov, was able to control it. Sent ahead by the Leafs, but could not fully control it into the offensive zone. Lifted back out, but not really controlled by anybody in the neutral zone. And it's getting chased into the near quarter in the Leafs end. Played back up, and Dummy will reverse it to make the Bruins back off and reconsider. McCabe will wait behind the net. They're banging on the glass and booing him in TD Garden. 2 shots apiece. We are under 15 minutes in the first. Oh, and a collision between 2 players. In a bad effort to try to get back and not make the play offsides. By the way, we can mark off offsides on the bingo. So we can actually get offsides and icing. Yeah. There we go. All right. Leafs trying to get a cross-ice opportunity, deflects off the skaters in front, recovered again in the near quarter, flipped out by the Bruins. Hello, lurking Ishii. Hope you're doing well. The panic is real over here. It is very, very real, but it's a lot of fun. Meanwhile, Swayman will make a save and a little bit of American Gladiators practice happening. Oof. Oh yeah, it's an elimination game for the Maple Leafs and the Bruins. And yeah, for both of these teams, it is it means a lot. All right, Lilligan is able to rescue it. It'll be thrown ahead. Gregor couldn't completely hold on to it. However, it gets kicked clear by the Bruins. Wotherspoon brings it out. Be knocked over the line. However, everybody was able to get back there quicker. No, never mind. Bruins managed to just get offsides. Cool. Oh, nothing doing. Absolutely nothing doing in this game. All right, yeah, there's been a little bit of physicality. Oh, yeah. There's Edmondson just laying out Pasternak. Anything else that we can get off of the... Yeah, actually, the reason those guys were going at each other with the sticks like this was they were right around Swayman when he made that save, so you can mark off protecting the goalie if you have that on your bingo card. All right. Is there anything else yet? Nothing for the crowd really to hate yet. Hasn't even been a penalty. At this point, True North, it should not surprise anyone that you can bet on curling. Nope. You know what? Screw it. I think the revelation that you can bet on curling definitely overshadows the action of this game so far. So you can mark off breaking news overshadows the action on your bingo card if you have it. Hey, don't worry about it, Ishii. Like I said, that's why we have the bingo. I hope you enjoyed the weekend, and I'm glad you got home safely. All right. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. Everybody's wearing suits. Lots of suits. Holy shit. All right, we're. Oh my goodness. And now we have to deal with repairs at the bench. Wow. The game is stopped for repairs at the bench. I haven't seen this in a game before. Mark off the rare spot on your cards if you have it. Well, the post derby party is on in the city of Louisville. Best of luck. Try not to catch on fire. Oh, yeah, curling is a sport. It's a fun sport to watch, honestly. At least I enjoy it. Then again, I am a bit weird. All right, that entry by the Bruins gets intercepted by the Leafs and dumped right back again, and it's icing. Woohoo! An activity you do on the ice while drinking beer and smoking. Yeah, well, it's one of the activities you can do where if you do it, you can do it wrong and still cause yourself to fall into fall into the broken ice. Another centering pass broken up, and the Leafs are not allowing anything to come near Samsonov. And a knockdown of Tavares at the boards in the effort to save it. Does get it to work. They cannot get a good shot off the rebound, however, and the Leafs clear. I have either lost stick there, but oh, Samsonov had lost his stick for a brief moment. Labushkin gets a little bit stuffed, but he can still help it clear. As DeBrusque trying to look for something on the far side of the net, is covered by Samsonov. And the thundering of the hands on the glass has begun. And yeah, there's the Leafs blocking shots. Boston does get it off the face-off. And a glove saved by Samsonov. Wow. All right. Enjoy. Have fun, Ishii. And another rebound grabbed by the Leafs. Will be dumped in just outside the blue line. Yarncroke will fling it the other side. Bruins get the clear. It will be pitched ahead. And Samsonov will just keep it for himself. And now we get a little bit of poking and prodding and just a lot of... They're threatening a... Oh, they're threatening a noogie fight. They're threatening a noogie fight here. We haven't had one of those in a while. Oh, absolutely I will, Ishii. Absolutely. Wow. Yep. He took a little bit of an issue with a push that he got at the end, right at the end of the play from Matthews. So all right, there he is, Mr. Samsonov. Yeah. Whatever about the coverage, man. Bruins are able to manage the clear. We'll throw it ahead. That bouncing puck gets knocked down before it gets Samsonov again. All right, that dump and attempt gets corralled along the boards by the Bruins. Negotiations get a little more physical behind the trapezoid. And Gregor will send it around to Lyubushkin, who gets it down to Camp, going behind the goal. Gets it around again from Riley, but the Bruins get it away. And a brave forechecking attempt by the Bruins there, even though the support was very far away. And a dangerous bit of passing leads to an icing call. Ah, damn. Well, we were definitely able to see some smell the glove in that little skirmish, so I think we can add smell the glove to the list of bingo spaces so far. All right, negotiations are on the far boards at the moment. Nobody's truly taking control after the face-off. Now a little bit of extra time for the Bruins to clear. Unfortunately, Pasta's pass gets intercepted and quick re-entry follows by Tavares and company. Gets around to Nylander on the near side, up top, thrown at the net, bounces wide. Riley throws it on. Nobody able to grab the rebound and try again. Zaka going back and forth to just loft it over their heads. And throwing the body around as well. Karl trying to get it out via the far boards. Coyle will get it across, throw it on Samsonov. It'll go wide. However, the Bruins are able to control it off of the far boards. Back up top in the slot. He gets flung on. Second attempt covered up by Samsonov. And cue the Isley Brothers shout. All right. So far, Samsonov is doing okay. And now we've got an actual commercial break. I can take a good look through the list, see if there's anything I've missed so far. No scoring. Nothing for Yarncrook, nothing for Marchand. Referees appear to have been just letting things play out, judging by the number of checks that have been getting thrown and skirmishes that have had been breaking up. You know what? I am going to award the footage and segment of the Boston Bruins entering the arena, all of them in their suits, as meaningless stats to pass the time. Because I'm still trying to figure out what the purpose of that segment was. You're kidding me, MKI. Is it really 12-0? Oh my goodness. It is. It's 12-0. And Leafs have won the puck after a face-off. However, they can't do much until their forecheck pressure shows up. There's Gregor. Benoit throws it on, and Swayman will save. Currently, the shots are 8-4 in favor of Boston. And for the sake of curiosity, yeah. Bruins are winning the shot battle 8-4, but the Leafs are winning the face-off battle 8-4. Matthews on the draw, gets back to Marner. Goes up to Edmondson, throws it in, bounces past everybody. Swayman tried to cover it up, but too many sticks in the area. Gets thrown back in. Bertuzzi has it ripped away from him, and he just kind of slips. All the banging on the glass, and the classy fans of Boston flipping the finger to Austin Matthews. Edmondson looking for someone to tip it to. Finally bounces clear. All right, Boston trying to charge up the near side of the ice. They're only able to dump and chase. Tavares and Riley going in for negotiations in the near corner. And Nylander is able to throw it to Tavares, who clears. Taken at the red line again by the Bruins. Initial entry rebuffed, and then brought forward by McAvoy. He gets the shot off on Samsonov, who holds on. And who is it again? It's Marchand annoying them. Oh, thank you, Isabella. It's nice to have relatives who know how to make stuff. Plus, seeing that it's playoff hockey, it's the only one that I can still stand to wear when the spring weather has already come around. And I don't know if you've been able to watch this game, but damn, just all sound fury, but already the Boston Bruins have lost it, Simon says, so I'm getting a little worried for them. Oh no, another stop for a hand pass. Hey, don't worry, Luke. I never expect everybody to stick around all the time in these streams. Stuff happens. I mean, I take breaks at intermission. All right, this face-off just outside the Bruins' blue line in the neutral zone. Gets knocked back to Edmondson for the Leafs. It will end up on Bertuzzi's stick, who will send it in around the boards on the near side. Bruins, unfortunately, have to work to clear, and they don't succeed. They try for the wraparound, and nobody was home. Bertuzzi a little bit late. Just like the Robert E. Lee. They go chasing for it. However, the centering pass gets broken up once, twice, 3 times. Leafs back out again. Domi leading the charge. It's off of Marner, and they just give it up rather than take the offsides. All right, and we have another stoppage of play as things start getting physical over by the Leafs bench. Puck went over the glass, so we can check that off on bingo as well. All right. I understand. You know, sometimes the dollars aren't there. Well, for however long you end up sticking around, glad to have you here. Right now, Boston is leading Toronto in shots 9-4, and as much as they try, they haven't been able to really test Ilya Samsonov. Not the highest quality of chances, but they've been there. They'll attempt to dump in after that face-off win. A little bit of a victory along the boards. However, Marner is immediately in to interrupt things. Nobody can get the rebound off of that decent shot in the slot, and it'll be all the way down the ice for icing again. All right, officially 5:49 to go in the first. All right, let's see here. Have I reached going too far? Oh yeah, we're definitely at that time. So everybody who's playing bingo, these are the spots we have checked off so far. Meanwhile, the Bruins have once again lost the offensive zone. All right, McAvoy turning around, veering toward the near side, will fire it in. Unfortunately, nobody was there to grab it. Benoit now getting worked over in the corner. Negotiations continue, but are won by Toronto. Tavares bringing it out the middle, will bounce it forward, and they have to play patty cake along the boards just to try to get an opportunity. Boston does clear, dumps it ahead for their friends, but once again, Toronto is back there, quick to defend and ready to throw a few elbows around. They have to send it around again to try to make room. And meanwhile, we got... Oh, McCabe is now getting it into it near the goal. Oh. Yeah, Oakland, I cannot imagine what it is like to be on that team right now. Meanwhile, they finally finish in St. Louis. The White Sox beat the Cards 6-5. Why? One of my subscribers is at that game, man. He's a Cards fan. I feel terrible. Especially because the White Sox suck this year, so it should have been an easy win. Bruins have been doing pretty good all season. Oh, yes. I haven't kept up with them a lot, but I did notice that they were pretty consistently up near the top of the Atlantic. Leafs are always regarded as shit, but could be because I'm surrounded by Canadians fans. Yeah, I could see how that could skew the opinions. Yeah. I think the best way that I could say the Leafs, I regard the Leafs as, they're frustrating. Like, it's not quite getting, I'm not sure if it's getting to the lovable losers point that we got to with the Chicago Cubs, but I think the Leafs could very well be on their way there. Yeah. And if a Rams fan surrounded by Bengals fans, yeah. And I know the very disparate colors on display may confuse you, but I'm actually a Capitals fan. I'm just wearing this special one for tonight because it is a Leafs game. I just assume that he is that Steve Dangle has screamed by now, Luke. That's why it's the free space. You just automatically check that one off. A Rams fan surrounded by Bengals fans for that Super Bowl. Oh, must have been very welcoming. All right. Boston does control. They're not able to get much room, however. Great job by the Leafs covering them, and then a little bit of space that they have in their shot opportunity gets knocked down in front. And a great save by Swayman on Willie Nylander. Yeah, best chance that... Yeah, a great opportunity for Nylander. So close, right in front, and Jeremy Swayman gloves it out of the air. And hello, Rachel. Yeah, there was that one time icing was the free space, and then we didn't have a single icing called in an entire game, and we couldn't do that anymore. Holy crud. Oh, yeah, from someone born and raised in Toronto. Believe me, for a long time Caps fan who finally got to watch them hoist a cup. Meanwhile, things are getting chippier. Liljegren now getting involved with it, and Van Riemsdyk. Yeah, I think we are going to have. Yeah, we're going to get a tickle party. Forget noogie fight. We're getting a full on tickle party in this. I know it's incredible how often that happens. All right, Leafs will win it and then just whew, ice it again. I don't know what they're thinking when they do it. All right, Beecher will be out for the faceoff for Boston, and he will be up against Kemp. An adjustment is made, and it is won by Boston. However, they take a little bit too long to get set up, and Toronto can quickly close the gap. They're fighting for it behind the goal line, so they're trying to get it free again up top. They have to settle for throwing it down behind the goal line again. Negotiations start getting tough behind the goal, and Camp ends up coming free with it. And it will be eventually passed along back through the neutral zone and not icing. So the Bruins will have to clear. There are a couple big hits and a decent bit of turnover action right near the neutral zone. Leafs try to dump and chase again. Coyle does interrupt a little bit. Marchand will help as well. And DeBrusque will send it ahead. It'll be blown down for. Okay, it apparently went out of play for a brief moment. Okay, so we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Where are we at on the list? Well, I'll give a more thorough look at intermission to see if there are other entries I've missed, but a lot of back and forth and not a lot of prime opportunities except for the one shot by Willie Nylander. Boston having a little bit of trouble controlling the puck in the offensive zone. Just great job again by the Leafs, making it difficult for them to get organized to do anything. And Nylander gets knocked off by Lindholm. Easy cover up for Swayman, preventing any kind of quality chance on a speeding Willie. Rachel? Every once in a while, the Royals have to show up and scare people, so y'all make sure that if you need to really scare people this year with how good you are at baseball. Give them nightmares. All right, Leafs managed to handle it again. Swayman has to trap it again just as quickly. And Toronto now adding up the chances. Yeah, he ended up having to trap it in his equipment. And a false start on Toronto for that face-off, and we will have to try it again. All right. 3 runs. Good start. Able to control it off the faceoff. They throw it behind the goal for room. Domi tries to center it forward. Nothing doing, however, and the Bruins will clear. Marner, however, throws it right back on for Bertuzzi. He can't escape the boards, and it's flung just as quickly the other way. There's Riley. They try to throw it at the side of the net. Doesn't quite work. Bruins trying to clear. Will fling it out to neutral zone. Very tough angle, but nothing doing. They have to retreat to the red line. They cannot, unfortunately, just drag it over. And, a lot of dangerous stick waving on the ice right now. Yeah, 1:12 away from a period without a penalty. Especially considering these two teams in this series, it feels like they're waiting for the third period for all that. Yeah, looks like the Leafs win that one too. Okay. They're content to stay back for a little while. Under a minute to go officially. Marner's shot goes around the boards. Negotiations interrupted by Matthews, who tries to switch locations without notifying anybody. He'll collect it again from Edmondson, cycle around to Marner, and he'll go away from Swayman. They try to center it again quickly, and Pasternak will get hung up briefly in the neutral zone and then just fling it down for Samsonov to corral. Vancouver, Nashville, Game 6. Man, and this time Tavares gets a shot deflected. True North is very eager for this game to end, as you can tell. I have a sneaking suspicion that he's a Senators fan, but that hasn't really been confirmed yet. All right, Tavares cannot get the good bounce on that face-off. They will chase it briefly, and period will come to a close with a couple of brief entanglements, but nothing serious over here in the near corner. And first period ends. Samsonov doesn't look bad. Few shots he's had to face, he's dealt with all right. But what does the rest of the game have? One period. It's just one period. Can't know everything from just one 20-minute segment of hockey. So we will have a pause for the cause. I'll put on a couple of tunes. Everybody go get a drink, get a smoke, whatever you need to do to, let out the awful stress of playoff hockey. And we will return for Toronto versus Boston Game 7 here on another Stupid Sports Show. Thanks for tuning in. We are back for period number 2 between Toronto and Boston, Game 7 of their first round meeting yet again. And us on another stupid sports show are back for it, and Isabella is officially crunk. That's how you know it's going to be a great second period. Yeah, right now, I'm kind of leaning towards the Leafs being the first one to score. I don't know why. I just think they've been able to get better shot opportunities than the Bruins have. But then again, I'm still trying to figure out a lot about this game. So I wouldn't take it as orthodoxy coming out of my mouth. And off the faceoff, it floats back to Mr. Ilya Samsonov, who has stopped everything that has come his way so far. All right, Bruins, however, feet around the far boards will get it into the middle. Zacha will throw it at Samsonov, an early challenge. Matthew Nice coming over to cover up with him. All right. Blues go down, Blues go down. Oh yeah, we can tell that Luke is crunk. He's not. I'm not sure if he's cheering for these. I don't think he's cheering for these Blues specifically, but I can't imagine that it's for Boston. Another attempt gets rebuffed, and they have to retreat to the neutral zone and fire it in again, hoping for their forecheck to take care of business, which it kind of does, but doesn't really take care of the puck. They just do the whole checking thing. Benoit fails to clear. And the centering pass, a little off kilter because of a minor collision with the ref, but still Maroon making life difficult for the Leafs behind the goal line. They are finally able to clear, eat a shove in the neutral zone for their trouble. Just having some fun with yesterday's relegation. I figured as much. And to think, so many people thought those things only happened in Ted Lasso. All right, quick opportunity from Bertuzzi, but Swayman deflects. Bruins will clear. Doesn't quite manage a clean entry, has to throw it behind the line, and nobody is able to help him retrieve. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves win Game 1 against the Nuggets 106-99. Congratulations to Minnesota. They finally win a playoff series after a long time. Yeah, I saw the results of the I think it was the council elections that were going on across the country. I'm not going to talk a lot about it because I know that I'm not educated or knowledgeable enough to talk about it, but if I had tea, I would be drinking it, and damn, the Leafs are going to the box for tripping. Liljegren is going to go into the penalty box. Oh, shoot. Not your city, couldn't care less. And now the fans stand up with all their towels. And the Bruins go on the power play. Oh, yeah, that's a trip right there. All right. right, Justin Brazo, Riemsdyk, and Pasternak are out, as well as Shattenkirk and Zaka. They managed to get it off the face-off. They throw it in front, and Samsonov immediately traps. Yeah. I know. God, watching them try to do the time warp, it's got a dark comic feeling to it. Bit of difficulty on that face-off, and once in a familiar sight as Toronto flings it away. Hey. Right on, Isabella. If that's what's good, if that's what's contributing to the evening for you, enjoy. Oh my goodness, a giveaway by Swayman. However, the shot got blocked. Holy crap. They didn't see Marner coming up behind him. If you are a goalie, tend the goal. Mark that off on your cards, folks. All right, well, at least the Bruins have been able to flip the ice and give Swayman a moment to breathe after that little heart attack. All right, 44 seconds left on Boston's power play. They're still trying to build space. Brazo has it off the boards. From Coyle to McAvoy. Nebraska just gets back on. Riemsdyk can't get the pass connected underneath. Nobody can do anything. Wow. Officially down to 16:05 to go in the second period. Only 12 seconds left on this advantage for Boston, and they're having trouble even getting the entrance together. All right, and Marchand brings it back out as Liljegren exits, and they got one shot on the power play. Oh, they finally get opportunity, but they don't just take the shot. That one bounces back to the glass off of who knows who in front of the net. All right, Matthews and Domi gets shoved down. Yeah, that should be an easy penalty. Oh, yeah. Give me a moment. First, I'll switch it to the Leafs power play. 2 minutes for cross-checking. And Luke, you had card number 22. Just a moment, please stand by. Your bingo game experience is very important to us. There you go. And because apparently I forgot to pin the link last time, there it is, the link in case anybody else wants to play. Finally, Marner out in front, knocked away before Swayman could readjust. Matthews fighting for it along the boards, and they cannot keep it in. Riley will have to go chase. Wow, 6 for their last 59 on the power play. They rebuffed them temporarily in the neutral zone. Matthews skates it over the line with Tavares. They both get hung up along the boards in the far corner. Nobody there for that centering pass. Bruins have to reach to slap it away, and they finally do. However, Riley rescues it in the neutral zone, so not a very deep retreat for them. Marner dumps over the line to Nylander. That's deflected up and brought down again by Marchand. That shorthanded attempt quite wide. Yarncroke will stop it. Domi will race it forward. He throws it back to Bertuzzi. Forward for Yarncroke. Swayman bundles it up, and Yarncroke goes right to the net. And folks, I am willing to call that a nice little noogie fight right there. Wrapping up the dude as he comes in to make a mess with the goalie. So if you have noogie fight, mark it off on your card. All right, so that is what we have so far. Here is the list. Oh yeah, Adam, it will be a time. All right, McCabe out to Yarncroke. That one deflected wide again. 36 seconds on the power play left, and the Bruins are clearing. Cool. All right, here comes Domi. Racing across with Bertuzzi. They're running that play again. As a wide shot, Yarncroke getting tangled up along with Bertuzzi. 6 seconds left. Knees throwing back to McCabe. On to Bertuzzi. Nothing doing for Swayman. A try again for Yarncroke from the other side, and I did actually write down Yarncroke's name as like a, let's see if he actually scores tonight, but he's had a few opportunities, but a lot of bodies and good coverage by Swayman have been the deciding factor there. Finally cleared. And yeah, there we go. I think we are going to have a bit of a commercial break. Yeah, that seems like, this seems like the commercial break time, as they're just simply panning around the crowd, getting shots of people cheering for Swayman. Oh, damn, they're not. They're actually going to give us the face-off. Initial go doesn't do anything. They give a warning to Boston. Just barely won by Boston. They cannot clear, however. Gets knocked back into the near quarter. Leafs preserve it along the boards. Bruins struggle to clear until just now. I don't know how they managed to knock that away, but just as quickly the Leafs are across again. And now it's just dump, clear, dump, clear. Boston can't find space. Austin Matthews gets it along the boards. Liljegren looking for Nylander. Nylander having to get bounced around like a pinball. Bruins throw it ahead. I think that's Zacha on the chase. Liljegren throwing it very far forward. And Gregor doesn't think it's icing. Oh, okay, so they actually took the time to get the call right, so the faceoff will be in the center zone. All right. Also very notable, I haven't heard any audio dropouts yet during this broadcast, which tells me that there hasn't been a lot of cursing at this game, which I think that's a good sign so far for the Boston Confidence, that they haven't started cursing yet. I know going to feel bad about asking Luke, but how can one get mad at super chats? I know all sorts of people use that opportunity to poke fun at the person receiving them, but by being called Steve Dangle during this game, man. Like if he ends up needing some kind of bypass in the next 5 years, well, let's just hope that that doesn't happen. Officially, we're at 12:04. It's going the second, and Emily Kaplan is down talking with Sheldon Keefe on the bench, while a little kid boos and gives the thumbs down behind him, as any decent fan should. Meanwhile, Boston fans standing again. However, very decisively won by the Leafs. Oh yeah, Jack Edwards retiring. All right, Bruins making it a little difficult for this clear to happen. Finally around to Edmondson, who will fling it forward right into the stick of a waiting Bruin. But I thought that bounced off a Bruin. Okay, I guess that didn't bounce off a Bruin stick. I stand corrected. Yeah, that's the important one. That one important word there, Luke. If. Right now, Toronto is doing a very good job of keeping Boston from doing anything. Quick one from Matthews goes wide. Did feel like a familiar play that I'd seen from them many times before in the season. Bruins will lift that ahead, trying to outrace them. Why does it feel like they're trying to race on tired legs? And they're just hoping that if they throw their body into the boards enough, it'll be what they need. All right, another hit on Matthews, and they're just going to keep poking at him. He will fling the puck around the boards just for good measure. Yarncroke throwing it back in from the blue line. McAvoy just letting it bounce in front of him to prevent any possible opportunities. Worked around to Benoit. Marner gets shoved away and loses it behind the goal line. And they cannot clear once again. Until just now. They can't catch the puck in time. They're able to get at least one of them changed out. Otherwise, they're starting to reach some extended ice periods for a few of these other Boston players right now. Yeah, I think right now they're just trying to get some room for a possible line change. Pasternak just doing everything he can to spend time. And now we're getting a Toronto penalty for hooking. Uh-oh. Is it McCabe? Oh, no. Oh, possibly Labushkin? I don't know. They have not given a very clear video of what the violation was supposed to be. Oh well. Alright, well, we've got another TV timeout. I might as well thank my own sponsor. Once again, thank you to the Home Depot for sponsoring all the hockey streams this month and this whole entire season on Another Stupid Sports Show. The hardware and home improvement retailers serving the least shameful parts of the North American continent, now in Assumption, Illinois. For all the money that I imagine Steve has poured into every, figurine and piece of memorabilia and framed newspaper and photograph on that wall, I think it would take a lot for him to swing the hammer near any of it. I mean, wield it as a prop, sure, keep it right by the camera just in case you need it for some reason, yeah, but, actively go swinging it around, yeah, definitely not in that room, definitely not for those videos. Oh, and it's Matthew Neese. Sorry, Nyes. Okay. Sure. All right, well, we got a power play for them. And once again, Boston having a difficulty creating space even with a skater advantage. And is a clear by Toronto. Meanwhile, the Mariners have won 5-0 against the Astros. Cool. 8 shutout innings for Logan Gilbert. Zakra trying to get thing around. Brusque will crash the boards. Marchand will rescue it at the blue line. Send it down for Pasternak. Samsonov will clamp up as DeBrusque was there to cause trouble. Yeah. Another save by Samsonov. 14 on the night. Looking good so far. Once again, Bruins lose it, Simon says, during the face-off, and they have to switch it out. Marchand will have to come in. He's working Yarncroak. Labushkin now fighting for it. Negotiations in the near corner, just outside the trapezoid. DeBrusque briefly moves it forward. Marchand trying to help out right behind the goal. McAvoy had too much time. He was looking for the perfect shot instead of just any shot. Oh, man. I'm starting to get frustrated with the Bruins. They are thinking themselves. And then Dewar gets stuffed by Swayman on the breakaway. If you have breakaway, mark it off on your cards, folks. Dewar with an attempt for Toronto. Tries to go 5-hole on him, but Swayman has that paddle all the way out in front to make that not even close to reality. Mr. Greeny, I haven't watched Survivor in years. I kind of got the idea after the first season, and I realized I just keep seeing after season, and once was enough. Martin will just send a laser down. All right, Shattenkirk and Coyle try to work it ahead. Geeky has to play second assistant. Brazo ends up working it through for Coyle. Back up for Shattenkirk. They try to get down low to Van Riemsdyk. He has to feed around the boards to Shattenkirk. Coyle working it in just as the power play expires. And they send it out for and Nyes is getting sent into the net, which has come off its moorings. I'm not sure if he's just waiting to get disentangled or if something is wrong with Nyes. Nah, he's just waiting. He's just waiting to sell the drama a little bit. I don't know if they didn't call any specific penalty on that, just wow, breakaway for Nyes. They don't get a penalty. It's just going to be a face-off in the neutral zone, and yeah, the Leafs win that one. All right. Is this moment when Toronto finally gets on the board? Up, got cleared. Riley will have to go back and corral it. A little bit ahead of themselves, and wait a height. Oh, a hand pass. Yeah, Matthews looking a little bit rough. I mean, I know he's sick, but yeah, he looks like he could use a nap. Couldn't we all? Shots are now 19-14 in favor of Toronto, and faceoffs are 25-18 in favor of the Leafs as well. Our win by Toronto, they will dump it forward, and Nylander just gets shoved over behind the goal. They cannot clear, however, and he gets another opportunity in front. He gets dumped again. Nylander got dumped over and over again on that little section of play, and not a penalty was called. Geeky has to fight for it along the boards. They try the centering pass. It does not keep. Frustration again. Marchand will chase it in against Lyubushkin. He tangle things up enough for the Bruins to get the puck. Back up top to McAvoy. Coyle working along the boards. It gets it poked away from him, so he has to go retrieve it on the near side. Trying the connection from Lorelei, but bounces a little bit too far. Trying to turn around at the circle. And another one misses through the crowd. I'm not sure what it is, but they're just taking all these extra seconds, the Boston Bruins are, whenever they receive these passes, and it gives the Leafs just enough time to get back and be prepared to be ready for them. All right. Now do we get an offensive moment for Toronto? No, they just kind of throw it in behind the trapezoid. Swayman will corral it again. They'll reverse it the other direction, and I think it might have hit somebody on the way because it didn't get all the way through. You're rescued in the neutral zone by Holmberg. He's the one across the blue line, and he'll essentially just pass it to Samsonov, who will glove it and hold on. man. Yeah, and there's just Nylander getting all the opportunities and getting essentially hip checked and dumped over and over again around the Bruins goal. All right, is there through the bingo list anything? Yeah, we've definitely had puck over the glass a few times, and we have marked that off. Good. Haven't had too much to laugh at, unfortunately. No horribly egregious advertising so far. No Boeing ads, fortunately. Shutout still a possibility. And I don't know whether to check off I love the referees. They don't feel like they've had a very big impact on the game so far. Any angry players? Not really. I mean, honestly, they were much chippier with each other in the first period than they are right now. And I think all the real penalties have come, like, as a result of effort during the course of play, not, being egregious dickholes. So, and there they bring up 1959, the last time that the Leafs beat the Bruins in a playoff series. Oh, yeah, we've had plenty of shots blocked by body. I thought I'd already put that on the list, but I didn't. Okay. So, yeah, we can definitely put that on there. Other than that, there's not too much, to be honest. Oh, Wes McCauley. The screams would be in perfect fifths. There's a wrist for the puck. He got a good centering pass by Yarncroke, but they cannot get the second opportunity to fall. And Cable send it around. Camp will try to reverse it, but Beecher could not get it very far. Rescued again by the Leafs in the corner. And now negotiations behind the trapezoid. Kicked around. However, Bruins get it free out to the center line. And now they're able to get a little bit of entry into the offensive zone, but quickly rebuffed by the Leafs. Domi hangs out at the red line, then dances it over himself. Gets it back. And it goes wide. Marner getting the try there. Bertuzzi will get it down low. Centering pass rebuffed again. It's not for lack of trying by the Leafs. Abusham will get it around as Riley's flinging it at the net. I think they were looking for Bertuzzi to get a second chance on that one. So Bertuzzi will get flattened for that centering attempt. From Riley to Marner now. To Domi. And now Riley looking for help up top. Gets it to Marner. Throw it back to Riley, who moves his way in. It gets blocked by a player, and they want a tripping penalty there. I do not think they will get one. Now DeBrusk has brought it in. Tried to spend a little bit of time until reinforcements arrive. Easy save by Samsonov. I don't think he got all of that shot. And finally, the Leafs clear. McAvoy will try to send it along the near boards. As Pasternak has to fling it around. Extra help by McAvoy. Tries to throw it in, and it deflects into the netting. We are down to 2:40 to go in the second period. Oh. And he was another 2 inches from beating Samsonov's blocker. Oh man. Face off in the Leafs end, 2:40 to go in the period. And Brody will grab it off the face off. He's thrown ahead, worked through the neutral zone. Stymied a bit just as they cross the blue line, and the Bruins try to reverse things, but cannot control. And Marchand will get that one thrown wide. And out they knock it again. One opportunity, but never a sustained attack. That's been the story for Boston in these past few games. Big hit as they attempt a centering pass. And they cannot get anything there either. Lofted again over their heads. At 1:47, they try to send it off of Brody. And Zacha to Pasternak, trying to get space behind the goal. Tries to just stuff it in on Samsonov. And Kampf will take it away as a couple of players collide behind the play. All right. Boston now needs to clear, needs anything except to give away in the neutral zone that gives the Leafs another opportunity to knock it over the glass. And it was caught by a Leafs fan. Enjoy your puck, man. Enjoy your puck. I mean, that Leafs fan made it all the way to TD Garden. And he was lucky enough to not be sitting under a net. All right, 2 hits and 2 shots tonight for Pasternak. Meanwhile, shots are 21-17 in favor of the Leafs. 27-18 are faceoffs in favor of the Leafs as well. One off faceoff by the Bruins. Beecham now turns on the extra gear as he goes over the blue line. DeBrusque takes a little check in the back. Still controlling it along the boards, however, trying to reverse course for Coyle in the corner. But the negotiations stall out. Bertuzzi looking for an opportunity to add to the conversation. And they will whistle it for a stop as one of the players ended up prone. Oh, damn. You know, and I had even asked Monty if he wanted overtime. He said no. I should have known. I should have known that it was a deception. All right, only 20 minutes of hockey stand between us and overtime. If we thought it was bad for Florida and Carolina, I cannot imagine how much of a nightmare it's going to be for Toronto and Boston. Pasternak in on it. And that shot by Marchand out into the crowd. Leafs sky it into the neutral zone. Bruins will come down with it for the last 35 seconds. Zacha reverses course along the far boards, and there's nobody there to take it behind the goal. Okay. And now we get an icing. All right. Yeah, there have been only 2 penalties on the Leafs, 1 on the Bruins, and none of them have amounted to very much. What about on this faceoff? Coyle isn't quite able to work it free, neither is anybody else, but the Leafs are able to clear. They'll try to race for it. But Tavares will not have the legs to do so. They do try one more shot, but they can't really connect on the inbound pass, and they get an icing call anyway. Oh, Samsonov's not going to get pulled for the last 1.6 seconds? You disappoint me sometimes, hockey game. You really disappoint me. A Nylander shot at the buzzer doesn't go in. All right, we have reached the end of the second, folks. Once again, sound and fury, but signifying nothing. And we now await the third period. Game 7, Toronto and Boston continues after this. Another pause for the cause here on 106.9 Click FM. Another stupid sports show. folks. It has been a night, I think, for all fans involved. Toronto fans wondering why their team cannot get any opportunities. Boston wondering the same. Swayman continuing to frustrate. Ilya Samsonov looking steady in his return. Meanwhile, we had the face-off and the third period is underway between Toronto and Boston. Another Stupid Sports Show is back, and there's a very real chance that we might be getting overtime in this. Then again, the Athletics also beat the Marlins 20-4 today, so I don't think I should be looking for anything else besides deep hurting. That's apparently the theme for sports today. Damn. All right, Coyle cannot maintain that possession. Leafs will dump in. Able to rescue it once. Twice, briefly. They have to snap it in after the forecheck becomes a thing, and Domi starts racing over the line. You throw it back to Mitch Marner across to McCabe. He'll kick it over to Domi and company. Bertuzzi throwing it back up to McCabe. Now Marner looking for room in the middle. He finds it. Centering pass. And stopped by Swayman. Looking for Edmondson, but yeah. All right, well, at least something happened. And the good folks at the home depot couldn't have asked for anything more. Am I right? All right, this is Yarncroke in on the face-off for the Leafs. Bruins will win. And once again, another clear gets interrupted. They will move back slightly to the red line, dump in from there. How long will it take the Bruins to get out this time? All right, a few seconds less than it has been. All power is for the Monties. Absolutely. And yeah, I think Monty is out having a few words with the ferals of the neighborhood. I assume they're moving by the window. All right, a lot of neutral zone positioning for right now. A brief chase with the forechecking, and now they're going to try to just hurl it Swayman's direction. Nearly works. They wave off icing and force Riley to clear. He does because, well, William Nylander is skating, but they go off sides. Huh. Well, they sprung it on Ilya Samsonov after lunch. And once again, they haven't had to cut out any of the crowd noise that, at least that I've been able to hear. Oh my goodness, couldn't deflect that one in front. Pasternak had a chance. Couldn't get it clean, however. Another clearing attempt failed. Finally, Tavares will fling it all the way down, and we will have icing. Okay, well, this is where we currently are living for the bingo spots, by the way. These are everything that I could think of from the first and second period. And right now, once again, faceoffs won 32-22 in favor of Toronto, as are the shots, 23-18. And Angie, who I feel must make it clear does not give a damn who wins in this series, has arrived. That's another icing for the Leafs. No, she's not here to save anyone. She's here to gloat about the fact that you all saw fit to let the Kings just leave the playoffs without consulting her first. And this is her revenge, apparently. All right, Marchand will try to dump it in further to extend their time. Briefly repping it off the boards, but they cannot do anything with it near the goal. And the goal came off its moorings, and it'll go outside the zone because they're blaming McAvoy for it being knocked off. All right. Yeah, it looks about right. 4 Monty times incoming. Oh, shoot. Now the Bruins have lost it, Simon says again. It'll be Matthews against Marchand. And Marchand wins the draw. Huh. All right, Edmondson sending it around. A couple more big checks and a big whiff as Marchand, I think, went flying. I think the crowd wanted a call on that. And once again, the refs swallow their whistles. They just fling it on net. Swayman will cover up. Once again, Matthews not getting anything through yet. We got Marner, Matthews, Labushkin out on this shift. Beecher taking the face off. He does win. And they do clear. And oh my goodness, finally they mention original 6, and it's not until the playoffs. Come, man. After so many months after I finally pull that spot off of the list, now you mention original 6? Oh, thank you, NHL announcers. Thank you for not thinking of the game at all. All right, Kemp coming in for the face-off. Is that... Wait, who is that on the face-off? Didn't see. Either way, Leafs won. They managed to clear. However, they cannot get across without being offsides. Incredible. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing has happened. Bruins knock it the wrong direction. Leafs take over. They try to just straight up dump it in. Bruins will send it the other way, cause some disruption along the near side boards. Labushkin trying to fling it around, nearly clears it. Unfortunately, Bruins cannot hold the blue line. They'll have to retreat back into their own end. Try to scale it around. Ref has to jump out of the way. making it difficult, however. Meanwhile, Leafs forecheck tries to get things going. A mishandled pass in the neutral zone will just result in a simple dumping it in. They make Samsonov wait for a bit before handing it off to... Who the hell just tripped up? Okay. Now Lori will throw it ahead. Looking for anybody to actually make a play or a shot. Oh, there he is, Mr. Willie Nylander. Tried to throw it behind the goal. Matthews ends up playing it around. Zacha tries to apply the forecheck, but they race past him. And they cannot keep the puck on side, unfortunately. They do flip her into the near corner. Leafs flip it right back out. Pastrnak grabs it before it leaves the zone, however, and flings it wide. And even when they get the turnover in the neutral zone, just quickly throw it ahead and give it away. Meanwhile, Dodgers beating the Braves 7-1 with a Shohei home run as well. And the Leafs are offsides. Fantastic. TD Garden is loud right now. They are cheering. They don't think their team is out of it. But damn, I wish they would show it a little better with their action in the game. Oh. Yeah, I think we can actually definitely mark off. I think by this point, the Boston crowd has been upset enough by all of the non-calls that have been made. I feel okay marking off crowd hates the call, so we'll add that to the bingo list as well. Because, damn it, we got to add something. We've had almost nothing to put in here for Game 7. Leave it to Toronto and Boston to find a way to ruin independently organized fun. Now, goaltender hasn't been pulled. No pandering to the Americans. Even with all the whirling and turnovers, the announcers have still had plenty to say and plenty of witticisms to throw out for every possible stat, but oh well. Yeah. Yeah, either way, I think there's going to be deep hurting for somebody at the end of this game. Alright, yep, meaningless stats to pass the time. Maybe a 6 overtime game. Don't speak these things into existence. Please don't. Alright, that one gets loaded in. Lyubushkin trying to clear will get batted out and thrown over the head of everyone, but in the direction of Swayman. Nyes has been bothering everybody. Meanwhile, Pastrnak has gotten a little bit of room. Does get the backhand, and McAvoy will send a wave of snow at Samsonov after he makes the save. Yeah. Yeah, we could be up until midnight tonight the way these teams are playing. on how I thought we could be saved by this being 5-on-5 overtime hockey. It's just going to be more of this, isn't it? All right, third shot of the night for Pasternak. Camp wins the faceoff. Will the Leafs clear? They do. However, they get quickly stalled out, and Shattenkirk will fling it around again. Camp's trying to quickly reverse the fortunes. Unfortunately, no one was prepared for that centering pass in front of the net. They try again, but once again, zooms through. And the element of surprise has been lost. That might have been the best moment. They had to take a great shot on Samsonov without the wall of defenders, and another one picked away by defenders in front of the net. The new Panthers Canes, or maybe Panthers Canes before the Panthers Canes was a thing. All right, and they cannot get the line together. Offsides on the Bruins. Oh, well, at the very least, the camera is assuring me that yes, in hockey, we can also have the board spectators on their phone. Meanwhile, we whistle it dead again for a hand pass. And even Marchand doesn't have a shot tonight. That's the kind of game we're working with, folks. Yep, check off deep hurting. Because I think no matter who you were rooting for, whether it was the Bruins, the Leafs, or Bingo, we have all had to suffer. And we stop again as it gets knocked out of play. Oh. All right, nobody able to gather it in the middle. So, of course, the Leafs have an opportunity to dump it in. Swayman initially went for it, but now we have an opportunity by DeBrusk. And a save by Samsonov. DeBrusk will try to dig it out of the corner. Marchand giving a little bit of help, but Leafs will take the exiting puck and waste some time with Bertuzzi going back and forth. Matthews comes in to work it free. Bertuzzi reverses field to Matthews behind the goal, looking for the sharp angle. Saved by Swayman. Nylander tries it. No room in front. Bertuzzi is a little late to grab that rebound. And now they want that tripping penalty back because it leads to a Toronto score. And who is it? Willie Nylander. Oh, finally, Matthews, Nylander, Bertuzzi. And here it is. Once again, they could not clear, and it leads to another opportunity. Yep, he's no fun. He just fell right over. Mark that off on your cards, folks. It led to a goal. Yeah. Someone actually scored. So 11 minutes for the Bruins to score. And now we have a 3-on-2, an actual odd man rush. Save on the shot by Swayman. Edmondson getting the final touch on that puck. And finally, we could check off an actual odd man rush. It only took us until 10:24 in the third. And once again, they have to try these sharp angle shots because Toronto is just not giving them anything. Even that deflection had been very well muffled by the time it reached Samsonov, and he blocked it away. Another opportunity, and it bounces over the goal. And finally, Lindholm gets the equalizer. It is tied at 1. After this goal, I don't think he's doing very well because the sustained pressure finally got through. 9:38 to go, and the Bruins have tied it at 1 apiece. All right, let's check Toronto. It's going to be Bertuzzi, Matthews on the assists, and Nylander on the goal. Well, we might have to wait for a little bit. Oh, yeah, goal is scored by Lindholm, so that is defenseman gets a goal. Defenseman scores and defenseman gets a point. So you can mark those off. Okay, well, there we are, folks. Minute 21 apart were those goals. Holmberg going for it. He gets dumped in the offensive zone. Trying to get that shot off. Goes wide for Samsonov. Leafs will clear, but Austin Matthews cannot hold on to the puck. DeBrusque will dump in from the near boards. Zacha going in for negotiations. He does have a little bit of help, but not enough people to chase. I think they're trying to get in a line change for different folks to contribute. Meanwhile, McCabe's going to get a stick in there for the Leafs, try to break things free. And Marner, I think, just skies it forward for Domi to chase. Nothing doing. Pasta throws it a little bit too far, stolen away by, I think Bertuzzi getting it away from Pasta there. Meanwhile, Pasta will chase Lyubushkin into the corner. Tavares has to lift it out. And an icing. Yes, actually, Lindholm for the Boston Bruins just scored the equalizer, so you can check off score and gets a point. Because technically, he got a point. Tavares and McAvoy in on the face-off this time. They get one by DeBrusque. They're going to try another shot from the stick side. Unfortunately, they give it away when they try to feed it up the boards. They're able to feed it forward. Marchand throwing it in behind the goal line. However, they do rescue it at the blue, and nobody there to get the rebound. They just want to all crash the goal. And another icing call on on the friggin' Leafs. And Tavares is not happy. He wants a penalty for getting manhandled as he was chasing the puck. Shots are now even, 27 apiece. And for team stats, the faceoffs are 38 to 29, still in favor of Toronto. A little over 7.5 minutes to go in regulation. Are we going to really run out of time on this? Please don't let us run out of time. I don't think I can take it. Yeah. This is going to be rough. Leafs have to switch up a couple players before this faceoff can resume. Bruins are actually going and fighting for it. However, Bertuzzi will just lift it forward for everyone to chase. And they will give us their own icing. All right. Let's find out for sure. You need to be honest with us now, Monty. Did you ask for overtime? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's mostly him being upset over this game stealing focus from the Timberwolves' victory tonight. Yeah, and then Lindholm, that one deflects off maybe a couple of people before going in. Yeah, Foster. I think Monty requested overtime. Hampus Lindholm with the equalizer for Boston. All right, here's Bertuzzi, who will bring it across with a line with Marner and Matthews. From out of the corner, Matthews sends it to Mitch, and it gets all the way out. And Samsonov will have to get it away quickly because Marchand was coming up like a bat out of hell. All right, they're going to wait for a bit while they wait for their skaters to set up. I'm assuming this is, Tavares with his shot after the pass from Nylander. Nothing doing. Swayman gets the grab. 28-27 now after that shot. John Tavares trying to find another goal. And Luke has finished his mac and cheese. Oh, and also, here is the current state of the bingo list. Pasternak will bounce it across for Geeky, who ends up moving it behind the goal. All around, no centering pass on. And Matthew Nyes will feed it forward along the boards. Is not cleared, however, and once again, another shot by Pasternak knocked down in front, finally knocked out of the zone by the Leafs, but McAvoy just as quickly back over the line. Has to skate his way through a couple of people and ends up dribbling over the blue. Bruins will throw it in. Absolutely, Logan. If it were legal to do so in Boston, Massachusetts, you could pulp that tension. All right, Marner now trying to race his way up there. Looking for some passing help, and it just gets given away now. And Riemsdyk plays it in. We're at officially 5:18 to go in the third. And another one bounces away from the Leafs. And out to the neutral zone it goes again. Bruins end up sending it out. Marchand gets a backup and he gets smothered for his troubles. Toronto gets a smothering of their own in the neutral zone, and negotiations between Yarncrook and DeBrusk break out along the boards. Back to Benoit, and I think... shoot, I can't read that number. I think that was McCabe. All right, Pasternak grabs it off of the steal, and they call it a hand pass. Damn. More away shots, and away team wins more faceoffs. Well, I will tell you right now, Luke, we are tied at shots 28-28, but Toronto is leading in faceoffs 40-30. And if you leave your requests up to DJ discretion, that's when the dangerous things can happen. We haven't really had an optimal demographic moment. At least not one that's been, truly obvious and desperate. But they are really, really trying to get me interested in drinking beer by showing a plate full of salt. And just for the reminders, Swayman's goals against average is 2.53. Samsonov's is 3.13. They both got the under right now. They are maintaining their GAA. We're back at it. This face-off is going to be taking place in the neutral zone. They are begging for the crowd to get loud in here. And gets knocked forward off the face-off. Bruins able to go down and waste some time on the forecheck. Whether they can actually build anything off of it, not really, because Pasta is getting wrapped up by the boards. And we have another icing call. All right, are we going to get anything? Anything? Yeah, Colorado finds their opponent tomorrow. I am very scared that the Golden Knights might pull this thing off. And from everything that I've seen of Dallas this season, watching them play, it would be a shock to see them get knocked out in 7. Meanwhile, Nyes he does steal the puck on a thoughtless moment, and now Marner and company have a chance to get really disruptive. Domi could not get his stick on that rebound. Meanwhile, Bertuzzi rescues it at the line and throws it into the corner again. Lori will knock it forward, and then dude just wipes out as he enters the zone. Holy shit. Another one will get deflected. And Marner will be... Oh my goodness, his stick just fall apart in his hands? Yep, broken stick. Mark it off. I don't even know how the hell that thing broke. It looked like it shattered trying to absorb the pass. All right, well, we're down to 2:33 now to go. And Austin has just chipped it back in, but it hit off a dude's shoulder pad, and now the Bruins have control again. Lindholm will bring it over the blue line. Frederick will collect it behind the goal line. Nobody really there to help. Van Riemsdyk is in the trapezoid. Now one Carome's wide. Pasternak again. It bounces away. And Toronto will poke it forward. I think that's going to be clear. Oh, damn. Just goes right by the cage, and it is another icing on Toronto. Shots are still 28-28, so a lot of action, but every shot has gone wide. There have been very few shots on goal. Yeah, it was very close to reaching that post. All right. Matthews on the faceoff. Does get it to Lyubushkin. However, it gets rescued at the line by McAvoy, not once but twice. He tries to center, it hits the dude's skate, and Toronto will flick it away. I don't think anybody's going to be pulling their goalie. It seems like too much of a risk right now. Meanwhile, Yarncroke will race over the line, try to play it forward for Tavares. He has a little bit of trouble in the corner, so Nyes comes to help him out. Unfortunately, neither one of them can hold on to it for very long. We're down to 1:05. All right, Benoit sends it to Domi, who speeds ahead on the line. His shot is stifled. However, the Bruins, once again, stifle themselves, just moving through the neutral zone. Meanwhile, Leafs will move it back up. Briefly rebuffed at the blue line. Marchand getting everybody tangled up. Bertuzzi eats the boards. Down to 33 seconds now. And get it around again. Was touched up. So Lyubushkin will throw it to McCabe, who waits behind the net. And they're just going to sit and wait as the fans boo. They tried to bank it ahead. Didn't get it out. Another opportunity. Holmberg cannot find it clear. Nylander moves in again. They nearly knock it into their own goal. Swayman has to cover up at the end. Holmberg and Frederick doing the so what you want at the end, but damn. Monty, you know what you've done? We are going to overtime. No matter how you slice it, folks, this game is going to end in a shutout, so you can mark that off on your cards as well. Holy shit. Well, looks like we'll be taking ourselves another break. Yeah, but in my mind, this is essentially going to be a 1-0 victory because they just tied up again. And fuck it, I want to mark off shutout. I haven't been able to for a night and a half. Yeah, we are in for a long one. I am going to take another pause for the cause, go pet the cats, and assure them that they haven't done anything wrong, while we wait for whatever the hell this is going to be, overtime for Game 7 between Toronto and Boston. Here on another stupid sports show. We'll be back in about 13 odd minutes. Why?
choke it up. Roll it up.
Pumping that. 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 Pumping Pump it.
Have been forced to go to overtime. They couldn't work out the problems in regulation, and now Angie is really mad because I'm staying up so much later and making more noise than she needs before her bedtime. Another stupid sports show continues on. MKI is partying with Bruins fans at a Kentucky Derby party. Everyone else, whatever you may be doing, I hope you're at least enjoying some of this pain that we are all experiencing here together for Game 7. First round, Toronto-Boston. Feels like we've seen this version play out so many times before. Can it be different this time for the Leafs? For that expensive core four? For the Shanna plan? All right. We start with a win by Lyubushkin on the face-off. He'll try to forward it ahead quickly for Nylander, looking for room. Does not really find Marner, sends it wide. Bruins lift it back out. All right, in case you're wondering, we're stopping check on... We're not counting on shots or face-offs or anything else anymore. So here is the bingo as it stands for all the important stat stuff. Meanwhile, Nye's getting absolutely upended as he tried to make a run of the net. Meanwhile, Marchand moving around with that puck. He gets absolutely laid out behind the goal. Everything carries on, of course, because it's the playoffs. Up top from behind the goal. They throw it right on Samsonov. Cannot find the opportunity. He covers it up. Van Riemsdyk trying to rush in there for a second hack at it. Ends up stumbling briefly over one of his own players. That as well. Both goals against average maintained for these goalies. No matter what, we're ending 2-1. Once again, thank you to the Home Depot, North America's leading hardware store and a home improvement solutions retailer, for sponsoring all the hockey games. All right, they throw it right at Swayman, and Yarncroke and Matthews decide they want to start throwing up some elbows to maybe goad somebody into a bad decision. I don't blame them. It's a legitimate strategy. Wow, equally painful overtime, you say. I can't imagine either of these teams being involved in another painful overtime. What a thought. Boston does win the face-off. They send it a little too far ahead. They are unable to really hold on. Beecher tries to throw it on. Second attempt. Nothing doing. Goes wide. And Leafs will tap it clear. They will have to chase it down. Lindholm will throw it in. And it's right over Samsonov's leg. Pasta gets the overtime winner. And TD Garden is vibrating again. Boston wins the series 4-3 on the overtime winner from David Pastrnak. Bertuzzi is forlorn. Sheldon Keefe is looking down at the bench. Holy fucking hell. Put down the hammer, Steve. Don't crush that dwarf. Hand me the pliers. I think he might have gone over the leg. I haven't seen the replay yet, but I thought he went over Samsonov's leg. All right, let's take a look at this winning goal. Are they going to get close enough for a good... How the hell do they give him room like that? Just Lindholm gets the bass. I think he might have beat him on the... Gone past his leg on the far side. Let's look at this again. Bouncing? Yeah, it bounces over his skate. It bounces over his skate. Oh, man. What a way to go. Considering Samsonov and everything. Oh, he did everything right. It was just a very good shot by Pastrnak. Here is the handshake line. Tavares looking grim, as is Morgan Riley. Oh, wow. If you haven't been able to tell, we did check off Deep Hurting. Yeah, 1959 lives on. Damn, man. I really thought they had a chance. I thought they could do better and not allow a play like that. It seemed that like their defense had really improved. But just one quick dump in by Lindholm. Pastrnak snuck in behind everyone. Yeah, Matthews looks like he is ground down. like he has not slept. Walking wounded. There's Bertuzzi talking with his old Boston pals. Samsonov and Swayman. They give the pats. Domi, one of the last few through the line, along with Nyes. Holy shit, I hope Steve is okay. Damn. I really did want the Leafs to win this one. It would have been a good start for a potential cup run. And there he is, Swayman shaking the hands with Austin Matthews. Oh, what a rough end. Yeah. Congratulations, Leafs. Hopefully you are free of Sheldon Keefe and Brendan Shanahan sooner rather than later. So on that little bit of a letdown, that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast on another stupid sports show. Boston wins it in overtime, takes Game 7. In a series that, honestly, I don't think they had any right to win. They just scraped it out. Now a long offseason. Another long offseason starts for Toronto. We will watch and wait. This is Jim B here on 106.9 Click FM. Thank you for dropping by, whoever did, for however many streams I did today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend with all the NBA and hockey that's coming your way tomorrow. Enjoy your time. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you Monday for a stupid streaming show. And good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.